Hello everyone! If you're new here, my name is Valerie. I make sewing tutorials and sewing patterns. And today I have a tutorial and a pattern for a Monokini swimsuit for you. Usually I never manage to sew a swimsuit in time for the season, but this time I decided to sew one in advance. And also I couldn't decide what kind of swimsuit I wanted, a one piece or a bikini, and then I came up with this design you saw in a preview. And I really love how it looks and it highlights the figure perfectly. So you can find a pattern for the swimsuit in the description below, and let's get into the tutorial. To sew the swimsuit, we will need 1/2 meter of beeswax or another swimsuit fabric, latex elastic 5mm wide, and the pattern, which you can find via the link in the description below. After printing the pattern, don't forget to measure the test square to make sure the scale is correct. It should be 5 by 5 centimeters. Then trim the excess where the scissors are shown, tape all the sheets together, and cut out the pattern pieces. I cut out 2 pieces of each pattern piece because I want to make my swimsuit double layered, so it won't be too see-through. I also cut out 3 centimeters wide strips for the binding, which we'll use to finish the edges of the swimsuit. Now place the front and back pieces right sides together and sew along these seams. And do the same with the other 2 pieces if you're also making your swimsuit double layered. I'm gonna do this in an overlocker, but you can also do it on a sewing machine using zigzag stitch. So I've sewn everything together and pinned both layers together for convenience. Now we need to finish the edges. Let's start with the neckline. I cut a binding strip to the required length and finished one edge on an overlocker. And now I'm gonna place the binding right sides together with the top edge and sew on an overlocker. And also under the overlock stitch, I'm gonna place the elastic. To make sure nothing shifts, I've basted it, and now I'm going to the overlocker to stitch it. We add elastic into the seam so the swimsuit doesn't stretch out over time. Now we're gonna fold over the binding and top stitch it with a twin needle. In general, there's nothing complicated about threading twin needle. You just thread them both at once and then pass them through separate eyes. And I've also basted the binding. And this is what the stitch looks like. 2 rows of stitching on the right side and the zigzag on the other side. Also here it's covered by overlock stitch. This type of stitch is very stretchy and definitely won't snap. Now we're gonna finish this back opening the same way. I cut a long strip so there would be extra length left for the straps. And I'm gonna sew it on the same way, placing the elastic into the seam. I also inserted elastic into the straps. And now fold over the binding and top stitch it. So I've sewn on the ties and I've measured the lengths I needed for the ties and cut off the excess. And unfortunately, I ran out of elastic. I thought I had plenty, but I was wrong. So I'm gonna finish this edges without elastic. But it's not a big problem since I reinforced the areas they're most prone to stretching. But you should make sure to finish all of these edges with elastic. So I cut out 3 binding strips. I measured the length by simply laying it along the edge. And then I joined the binding into a loop with a simple straight stitch. And now, in the exactly same way we finished the previous edges, we need to finish the remaining ones. And our swimsuit is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My handle is BadGalValerie. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye.